Good afternoon, everyone. This is Rob with Next Truck Sales, and I want to take this opportunity and introduce you to our 2017 Kenworth T680. It features a Cummins ISX 450 horsepower. It's a split torque motor. You have 1550 with the accelerator pedal and you have 1750 with cruise control. It also has an Eaton automatic transmission. It's an Ultra Shift Plus. It features a 13.2 front and 40,000 pound axles. I'll take you through the truck, show you some of the things that we've done. It's ready to go to work. It's coming with no leaks, no check engine lights, no lights, fresh DOT and service, ready to go to work. So let's have a look here. This particular model has collision mitigation. The giveaway is the sensor in the front. That is a collision detection system. It detects metal objects in front of the truck. It will automatically slow the vehicle down. I'll give you an audible warning first, and if you get too close, it will actually apply the brakes. Have a look here. We've got polished aluminum wheels on the front and steer axle disc brakes. You can see we've got the large 76-inch raised roof with the Vantage interior. Have a look over here. We've got a polished aluminum tank. I believe it's 110. Let me just be sure. 110 gallons. You've got a Webasto bunk heater on here. Okay, we've sandblasted and painted this frame. It was originally blue. We've painted it again just to make it look awesome. And if you have a look here, you can see we've got, there's our exhaust pipe. We've got, everything's been painted really well. We have an awesome painter who does all of our workmanship for us. You can see here, 3500 Holland fifth wheel sliding, goes about, moves about 1 foot front to back. We've got a variety of tires on the back here, a mixture of Goodyear Virgins and some retreads. You'll see here these two forward drives are Goodyear retreads. On the back we've got a Goodyear Virgin and then another retread. Over here we've got two retreads up front, more Goodyears, and more retreads at the back. Those are Bandags. Have a look here. You'll see this truck has disc brakes, so we got 6-position disc brakes, and you've got your 40,000 pound axle. Air ride rear suspension. This is the AG 400 4 pivot, 10 aluminum wheels, so we got all aluminum wheels out the back. We've got the Kenworth Smart Air conditioning system. This is a battery powered air conditioning unit. That unit there rejects the heat from the cab. It's battery powered. There's a couple of extra batteries over underneath the far step that run that unit. They're glass mat batteries or deep discharge batteries, and they'll charge off of the alternator up front. I'll show you that in a minute. That's a double capacity alternator. Now, a couple of things I want to show to you here. This truck did have at one point a headache rack. You can see the holes in the frame where the headache rack was mounted. So this is a 244 wheelbase with a setback front axle. So you've got a little bit of extra cab axle spacing. You can see here we've got at least 3.5 feet between the front of that fender. And the other thing I wanted to show you, we've got Gangster quarter fenders on order. They're out of stock. We've consumed all of them in our local area. That plastic fender is going to be replaced at some point when we get more of them, and we're going to slam one of these guys on there, and they look so much better. This is our 2017 Pete, but it's just a much nicer looking fender. When you've got this much frame exposed, we're going to want to have some good looking fenders on there. So those plastic fenders will go away as soon as we get some more fenders in stock. This tank here is a 110 as well, so you've got 220 gallons of fuel capacity, and you can see we just had all the wheels polished, put brand new top hat kits on them, and polished the tanks as well. You'll see we've got a little bit of a chrome bezel down below. Excuse me. It'd be a nice place to stick some lights underneath. It does not have lights underneath, but it would look pretty slick if you did. Now let's have a look over here. We've got our Cummins ISX 450 split torque. So if you look on there, you'll see, kind of hard to see actually, it's dirty. It says ISX 15450 ST, and if you go over here, you'll see 1550 1750. So 1550 torque on the pedal, 1750 on cruise. That's to give you incentive to use cruise control. Over on the front here, you'll see we've got some Goodyear steering tires, getting kind of low, maybe 40% treads. Steer axle disc brakes. You can see what a great job our painter has done, taping everything off. Looks really sharp under the hood as far as aesthetics go. You've got your jump start post there. Let's have a look down here below. You can see everything's been painted, and this is again, there's no leaks on this engine. Came from a well-maintained fleet. They take really good care of their stuff, and we've been selling their equipment for years, and it's all as good of maintained equipment as you're going to find. Have a look over here. You'll see Cummins ISX. Here's your double capacity alternator. This is a 300 amp. Have a look over here. So here's your, again, everything's nice and dry. I'm going to get this started up in a minute and let you have a listen to it running. But for now, I just want to give you a good look at it. This has the HID, I just noticed something. This has the HID headlamps. You can tell by the ballast there. So those will be projector beams, but they'll be high intensity, which is an upgrade. And that's good because there's nothing wrong with having too much light in front of you. Over here, you're gonna see we've got fire extinguisher, we've got a factory subwoofer, you've got your Kenworth smart air system, and then you've got an inverter. This is a window that opens up as an emergency exit, and you can use that to put your a duffel bag or something up inside. Your batteries will be behind this cover. I'm not a huge fan of this on the Kenworth, so you have to take these bolts out to get at them, but you can actually see that my frame painter has actually taken this off previously and painted underneath. Kind of hard to tell, but you can see that it's been painted blue. His attention to detail really is exceptional. When you look at what he's done, you can see he's painted in behind the frame and everything. So it just looks great. Let's take a look inside. We've got the Vantage interior. The giveaway is it's got stitching, but it's not button tuck. It's kind of a mid-level interior. Over here we've got power locks, power mirrors, power windows, heated mirrors as well. Have a look over here. So here we've got the Kenworth standard adjustable seat with multi-way adjust. And over here, I gotta move the armrest out of the way. Have a look. We've got a couple of things that I do like. Let me get it started up. Okay, so we've got, they call it the Cobra head shifter. And the Cobra head shifter is this, we'll call it it looks like a car gear shifter, because some of the other ones are just a push button. This is an upgrade as well, so you can upshift and downshift here, and then obviously you can go into manual mode and downshift mode there. It's nicer than reaching all the way down to push the buttons. Over here, I'm going to switch over the dash. It's a Canadian truck. You'll see here it shows miles per hour. It shows kilometers per hour. So kilometers is here, miles is there. There's no conversion necessary. To go through here and switch out your dash, super easy. Just like that, 684,400 miles. It's got a annual inspection current. We just did it. Let's turn on some lights in here. I do like this feature. Click 1 for mood lighting. That gives you lighting down on the floor. Click 2 and it gives you your interior lights. Everything goes on. Isn't that nice? We've got nice carpet in here. What else have we got? We've got engine brake is here. Nothing's on your steering wheel. You've got traction control off. We've got a spare, a couple of blanks. Fan override is here. We've got regen override, or force regen rather. Traction control. Actually, sorry, this is hill start assist. This is traction control. This is your diff lock. That's your axle drop. That's your sliding fifth wheel, and that's your suspension drop. Climate control here, and suspension load gauge, and then all of your other standard gauges. Good oil pressure at idle. Our temperature's coming up to about 150, so we will we'll go out and we're going to check the blow-by on the engine. I want you to see that. That's important, because if we've got a lot of blow-by, then we've got wear going on in the engine. If we have little blow-by, then we've got an engine with a fair bit of life left in it. So let's have a look. I'm going to kick this out of the way. Got some stuff laying on the floor here. I think that goes up top here. That is the bracket to hold in the microwave. Goes right there. So you can put your microwave in here. We've got some stuff that goes in the refrigerator. I do like this fridge. And this is left over from, looks like the original fridge. This has been replaced since with a standard door. The original one comes with a slide out. Neither here nor there, but at least we know it's newer. The other thing that it has, which I really do like, is it's got an on-off switch there. So if you end up having to leave the truck, you know, and you forget to leave your fridge on, or you leave your fridge on, you're coming back to dead batteries. If you do leave that on and you turn off the key, you actually get a light that comes on in your dash and tells you, hey buddy, you left your fridge on. So I like that. We've got control for your inverter, and then your Kenworth smart air system. So overall, really nice interior on this. We've got over here our spin around table, as we want to call it. I gotta move this forward, it's not quite set up for spinning. Give me 1 minute. So this table here spins. We've got a couple of other things I want to point out. So this will spin around, and that table, or sorry, that chair spins backwards and will face this area, which is great. We've got a flat screen TV mount. We've got, as you can see there, we've got a receptacle, and we've got another receptacle for a microwave in here. We've got secure storage up top. We've got a second bunk. I'm gonna get rid of this refrigerator bracket because it doesn't belong to this truck. Inside of here, we've got nice secure storage. 2 shelves, one there, one there. That's your step to go up to your second bed. And we've got a clothes hanger, a mirror, and a shelf. 2 shelves, actually. Now, something else I wanted to point out, and if you look here, this is a nice feature. This material is double thick. Because it comes with the smart air system, it's got a double thick curtain, and it's magnetic, which I like. So you literally just put it together like that, and magnetically it's gonna hold together. It's kind of not exactly in the position. It's kind of tricky because I'm doing it with one hand, but if you push that together, you can see it's magnetically attached, which is pretty cool. It's obviously a lot easier to do with 2 hands. So there you have it, nice interior. And this is probably my favorite truck interior. When you look at all of the features that they put into the size that you have, it's very efficient. 2 other things I wanted to show you. We've got our windows here, but those are emergency exit doors, and that piece of plastic folds up underneath that aluminum bar at the bottom, and that'll lock your curtain into place. And we've got that on both sides of the truck. So there you have the interior. Let me shut down some lights and we'll go out and have a look at the outside and have a listen to the engine running. We've got it good and hot, so we'll have a good idea what's going on with the blow-by. So let's have a listen and a look. Hear anything that sounds odd. Over on this side, I hear a little bit of noise coming out of the belt tensioner, so we'll have to get that looked at, but for now, we'll just continue on with the video. So I'm going to take this cover off, we'll have a look and see what's going on here. It is slightly visible, but very minimal and very common on... I'm going to shut this down for 1 minute so you can hear me. It's common to see visible blow-by on a Cummins, more so than a Packard, because the Cummins engine does not have crankcase ventilation system that extracts any excess crankcase pressure to put it back into the intake system where the PACCAR system does. So that's actually, for a Cummins, that's a really good amount of blow by, very little, almost not visible. I had to look very closely for it. So I'll shut this down. I'll give you a good look at it. Give you a good overview. I trust you got a good idea of what this truck's all about. So if you're watching this video and you happen to be in the US and you're interested in purchasing this truck, it's in Canada, but our price includes delivery to Buffalo. We have a yard in Buffalo where we will ship to. We typically ship there before we're paid, or after we're paid in full. There are other options that we have available, and we can work with you on that. I would give me a call for more details. And we supply you with the paperwork to convert your title from Canada to USA, and we supply you with a license plate temporary to drive home from Buffalo. We can usually get all the paperwork that you need to get your title work done within a week of taking delivery of the truck. So if you have any other questions about this truck or any other truck that we have in stock at www.nexttrucksales.com, I would encourage you to give me a call. My cell phone is 289-259-6054, or our toll-free number 844-489-8789. And I hope to hear from you soon. Bye for now.